Hello and welcome. Before I get to this match, I would like to say a few things about the last video, specifically the team kill portion. There were numerous comments saying that I should delete the video or should never have made a video about it. The reason why the team kill did not disqualify the replay for me was that the team kill was, well, unimportant. And I found it to be unimportant for two reasons. Number one being that the team kill happened at a time when the match had already been decided. There was no real way to lose the match, so that team kill did not risk the match result. Reason number two is that the Tsuiho that was team killed had not launched any planes for at least the past 3 minutes. So either he's boycotting or he is out of planes. In either case, the Tsuiho's game was also essentially over. There's a big difference between this type of team kill when a match has been decided and the target is a deep plane carrier, and the team kill at the start of the game. In the latter case, your chance of losing increases by a very large margin. I still don't condone team killing though, but again, in this case I just thought it wasn't really that important, and that is why I still decided to show the replay. Anyways, to this match, I am in the Tier 7 Royal Navy Light Cruiser, the Belfast, and I'm using these modules and commander skills. Now, this is a match on the map Neighbors, and it's a ranked battle. Now, I think it's in the 6 to 10 bracket. And it seems to be a fairly balanced match. Both teams have a carrier. They have a Saipan, we have a Hiryu. And both teams should have things like Belfasts and decent battleships. Although, to be honest, that Indianapolis is a bit of, let's put it this way, it's not a ship I would pick for ranked. It might be alright in some cases, but honestly, it really is not a Belfast. So, the reason why I am sitting where I am and went to this position is to just shoot enemies, and I knew there was a smoke screen I could utilize here. The problem with going into open waters is that you are very likely to be torpedoed, and the second reason is that enemy Belfasts and similar like coming around to try to radar you, in which case you want things like islands to be in the way, or at least so that you can hide behind them when necessary. And this is why, the position I'm in is not the most ideal one. However, I still get to shoot some enemies here, so it's alright. I mean, just look at it. I was only spotted for a few seconds and I already was shot at by that Gneisenau, and I got Citadel from that. So yeah, I need to be very careful with my ship, because usually from my experience in ranked, if you die early, you're gonna have a bad time, because your team often is not going to be carrying you. Although, it does happen. It definitely does happen, but I found that if I die early, my chance of losing is much higher than what it usually is. Oh, and by the way, our carrier just died, and the reason why he died is because he accidentally sailed too far ahead. The carrier was literally next to me as he died, and that just happened, by the way. So I use radar here to try to get a few shots on this Akatsuki, but honestly I just want to more or less stay still and start moving in a moment, because I don't have Hydro available, and there's a very high chance that this destroyer just launched torpedoes. Okay, the planes tell me that yes, that is what happened. I think we have taken out their Indianapolis, but this situation is really bad for us right now, because we have lost our carrier, and our carrier is a huge impact on the game. Because, especially in ranked, because people actually try to win the match. As surprising as it sounds, they tend to actually try that. And no carrier is a really big deal. So that Gneisenau is shooting me, and unfortunately I just took a whole bunch of more damage. And I'll try to get behind an island soon. I only have 10,000 HP left, so this might be problematic. The destroyer isn't that big of a deal in terms of the damage done, but the problem is the two Gneisenaus behind her. Although, the DDs might have dropped torpedoes, which may cause me some trouble, so I'll just try to hide behind an island. I think I should be able to get here before the battleship shells land. Excellent. So now I'll just slow down and sit here and wait until my smoke becomes available. I'm spotted by planes currently because they have a carrier. We don't. Ours accidentally got killed. And, you know, he even said that in chat, so there's really no reason to harp on him about it. Okay, so I'm gonna use smoke and I'll try peeking around the corner and then just try dealing as much damage as I can to the battleships. But to be honest, a game like this is often essentially over. It's very, very difficult to come back from losing your carrier early. Because carriers can attack you from very far away. They don't risk the ship like other ships do. Which means that what a team that has a carrier can do against a team that doesn't have one, at least until the planes remain, and let's be honest, our team does not exactly excel in anti-air. The carrier team can just keep running away and staying the distance and dragging the game out, because that just gives the carrier more and more and more time to try to take out the enemy team. Okay, so I'm gonna use radar here because the Gneisen now was covered by smoke, and I'm gonna switch to HE, and I'm gonna start moving backwards because of those torpedoes. I did not actually react to these torpedoes here. I actually wanted to go in reverse there anyway, even if I had not used hydro here and those torpedoes had been picked up. Because that Gneisenau did get within 6 kilometers with me, which means that the Gneisenau could have potentially torpedoed me. Although in this case it was the mast that actually torpedoed, but the Gneisenau could have torpedoed, and because of that I wanted to start moving in reverse. Now it would be grand if I could take out this the mast, but I don't think I can. Fortunately, a friendly Belfast just helped me out. Now I want to peek out again to try to shoot the other Gneisenau, but I just noticed one thing. My smoke countdown is at 53 seconds, which means this smoke is going to disappear in just a moment, which is why I'm gonna start going in reverse instead. I'm gonna take a few shots here, but honestly, I am dead. The Gneisenau in front of me is definitely going to kill me. I can hide behind the island from the other one, but not from this one. I should be able to dodge those torpedoes though, and hopefully I'll get like a fire going or something on this Gneisenau to try to at least do something before I die. Okay, he used Damacon, so now I need a fire that happens after the Damacon runs off. I don't think that's very likely. And I think this is it for me. Yep, this is goodbye. And, well, that's my ship gone. Well, I did get a high caliber this game, so I feel like I did enough. Unfortunately, I think that this is not going very well for us. While we do have both cap zones, and this is giving us many, many points, the enemy team still has both their battleships. Well, we do as well. They also have one destroyer, but on top of that, they also have a carrier. And unless we can take out their carrier, which might be possible considering that we just saw the carrier, although very unlikely, I think that this game likely is not going well. Although that Akatsuki was very low HP, so maybe if the Gneisenau took, or the Belfast takes out that one, it's possible. Although I think, sorry, the Sims, not Belfast. The Belfast is obviously dead. So the Sims is using her guns, which at this point is a good idea because we need every ounce of damage we can squeeze out of all of these ships. The torpedoes are going to do pretty much nothing, although they might hit the Gneisenau behind the Amatrosa. The Gneisenau Jace is dead to the Saipan. And we also have a battleship here, Piglet, as a Gneisenau. Now, I don't understand what he's doing. First of all, running aground like this is a really bad idea. Second of all, why are you behind an island anyway? You are a battleship and you are pretty much full HP. That's just not how you play battleships. So I use chat to tell Piglet that he needs to start moving, like he cannot stay where he is. Not because of the carrier torpedoes, I mean, that's problematic, but the Gneisenau POW most definitely just torpedoed him. And as you can see, well, there are the torpedoes.
Victory is in sight.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's pretty much most of the HP of Piglet gone. Although he did still survive and he still has a heal going, but still, the enemy team, I mean, they did lose one of the battleships, but they still have one left, and they still have a pesky carrier that is going to cause a lot of trouble for our Sims. Luckily though, Piglet is up to 11,000 HP, well, 12,000 even. Oh, and even more, so maybe he can fight Pow after all. Although I don't think it's a good idea to show broadside like he is currently. I really wish he would turn. And Akatsuki is likely to take B. We saw her for a moment from the plane, I believe, but then she disappeared again. Actually, that Akatsuki has been spotted quite a few times randomly. And if at any point somebody had taken a shot at her and like one shell had accidentally hit, that would have been game for the Akatsuki, and I think that would have been a really big deal here. Unfortunately, it did not happen so far, so the enemy team does get the B cap. So, the enemy carrier is likely to come back with planes soon, and I think Piglet is going to die from that. Right now, Piglet is engaging Pow. It was very nice that he got a decent shot off on Pow, but there will definitely be torpedoes incoming. And he needs to do something about it. Which he is actually turning to dodge, and I think the enemy torpedoes are going, yep, they are going to miss. However, now there are also carrier torpedo planes coming in, and since they are coming from both sides, this guy is dead. There is no way to avoid this in a battleship, and honestly, there should be no way to avoid this. Like, you should, if a carrier does a cross drop on a battleship, the battleship, in my opinion, should take damage. So, now it comes down to one Sims, Heavy Germany, or just Heavy, from Germany, against an Akatsuki that has no HP, Gneisenau that has no HP, and a Saipan that has a lot of HP. Problem with the Gneisenau is that she is a battleship and she can heal. But for some reason, the enemy Akatsuki just pushed out alone, and just died for it. Okay, well played, Sims. And now the Gneisenau is doing the same thing. You're a battleship, you have a heal, why don't you use it? Even if that heal is currently on cooldown, just ram an island and hide behind it until you get that heal off. Because going out at 900 HP against the destroyer is just stupid. Nothing other than that. And as a result, the Sims actually brought it down to 1 versus 1. There is no Akatsuki or Gneisenau to help this Saipan anymore. So we have the points lead, which means that all the Sims needs to do is to survive, and because of the amount of points we have, the enemy carrier only gets 1 strike here. So everything is going to depend on whether the Sims can dodge the next strike or not. If he succeeds, he wins. If not, well, the Saipan wins. And there are the torpedo bombers. Everything is up to you now, Heavy Germany, or Heavy from Germany. And he is turning towards the torpedo bombers, which is a very smart decision. However, it's very difficult to survive this kind of a drop, at least in a way where you don't take any torpedoes, and he doesn't have HP to not take any. So let's look at it. Okay, first one dodged, second one, oh my god, no. No! What? Oh my god, oh my god, he just... I can't believe that. Oh my god, he just survived. I can't believe that torpedo did not actually arm. That's incredible. That's not incredible. That's insane. Wow. Just wow. I mean, I actually thought that torpedo was going to arm, but I suppose it was a moment too early for that, and because the Sims turned in, that was just really well done. And as you can see, it is possible to survive a torpedo bomber strike like that. That's really incredible. Well done, Sims. Really, really well done. This victory definitely goes to you, and I think you deserve all the compliments I gave you. All 3 or 4 of them. Because he definitely carried the game. That was just incredible. That dodge. So, my results, I got a high caliber 85,000 damage, 6 plane shotgun, which is, I guess, quite significant against Saipan. Let's take a look at the XP, and yeah, The Sims was number 1 with 2100. I was at 1750. And well, this is it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then like it. If not, then dislike it. And I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, ELR, and I hope I see you guys next time.